Do y'all, it's your girl Makeup and Travel, and for today's video your girl forgot her earrings. What it do, y'all? It's your girl Makeup and Travel, and for today's video your girl is here to bring you my next video in my must have must gag series. This is my series I created inspired by Samantha March's Will I Buy It series. I always have her series and the community playlist linked down below, as well as all of the Instagram pages I follow to get all of this makeup knowledge. I also have all of the items that I discussed in this video listed and linked down below. Some of those links will be affiliated. I will have an asterisk at the back. I would appreciate it if you shop through those links. Those allow me to get a small commission based on what you are purchasing. I also always have my generic Sephora and Ulta affiliated links down below, and I will have all the information on my makeup today. Right now I'm kind of doing a behind the scenes type thing where I am going through my collection preparing for my declutter series, so you're not going to see all that many tutorials on my channel, but you know, such is life. It's okay. Let me run through the products that I put on my face very quickly, and then we're gonna get into it. So on my eyes today, I actually have a liquid shadow, which is the Maybelline Color Tattoo Eye Chrome in the shade Khaki. I put in my crease a shade from my Juvia's Place Zulu palette, which is like this brownie shade. And then in my inner corner, in the beginning of my lid, I pulled my Fenty Beauty Galaxy palette and I went for this beautiful shade right here. That's what's going on with my eyes. On my lips, I have my Morphe liquid lipstick in the shade Hot Shot. Cheeks, I have my Tower 28 cream bronzer and Bronzino, or maybe it's Pacific Coast. I think it's Pacific Coast actually. I have that for bronzer. On top of that, I have my Project Pan bronzer. For my blush, I have my Golden Hour Beach Please blush from Tower 28, and then on top of that I put my Bright Poppy blush from Wayne Goss. Everything else is Project Pan, one of my two Project Pans, because I actually have two Project Pans going on right now. Check out down below, it'll be all the information. But yeah, that's pretty much all of the intro. If you're interested in hearing my opinions on new makeup, specifically indie makeup for people of my complexion, which I consider myself dark skin, you know, anyways, if you're interested, let's get to it. Alrighty, so this is the first time I've ever done my Will I Buy It in this background, so I think I'm gonna scoot over here. Hopefully sis is still, are we still focused? Let's double check. Okay, we're gonna go with we're still in focus. I do have one or two kind of updates that I wanted to just talk to you guys about. I know a couple of you guys have really enjoyed when I give you makeup news and not just like new makeup, so let me talk about some makeup news. Caladios Cosmetics. So last week I talked about their new collection, which is the Flower Punk collection, and they were supposed to be doing a pre-order on the 28th. If you were looking for that pre-order and it didn't come, they decided to not do that pre-order and are just going to be providing the quantities on the 5th, and I guess also shipping out the 5th. I don't really know that part of things, but do know that you cannot pick it up until the 5th. So I'm still very much excited for the eyeshadow palette, and I believe I've seen going around that the eyeshadow palette is going to be $38. I'll put on the screen if that's incorrect and if I know the exact pricing, but I'm still very excited for that palette. I've enjoyed all of my recent purchases from that brand, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and pick it up. Also, a palette that people were really raving about, it's Belle's Cosmetics, their Break the Rules palette. There is a third pre-order launching Saturday, so the day I'm actually filming this. Yeah, hopefully when this goes up on Sunday, you guys that are still interested in the palette can still pick it up. I will have both of those items linked as best as possible down below for you all. That said, I believe that is all the makeup like news or beauty news, and now we're going to get into the new makeup releases. So ColourPop has come out with some blush quads, and it's interesting, right? So they come out with 5 blush quads. So I think they are finally hearing all of the people talking about their lack of diversity when it comes to their makeup releases. So I definitely think that they came out with quite the range of products. I just don't like any of the 2 darkest ones, right? The second to darkest one has a decent bronzer looking like, and 2 blushes that don't look bad either. And even the highlighter doesn't look bad. But I'm not convinced that that bronzer is going to be dark enough for me. I know that the darkest one is going to be dark enough for me, but I don't like the blushes, and I don't think I would like that highlighter too. So that's kind of my problem with these particular quads. There's just not one that I feel confident enough that I will get my money's worth out of from all 4 shades. I do love a face palette. I am one of those weird people. I love a face palette. I buy quite a few and I use quite a few. I have pan, and I think more than most people, you know? So for me, this product isn't bad. It's just not fully what I would want. So I personally am going to go ahead and pass. Maybelline is coming out with some Fit Me tinted moisturizers. The range, they apparently supposed to have, I think, 12 different shades. The range looks decent for me though, right now, if I want a tinted moisturizer feel and aesthetic, I'm just gonna go for my Auric. I actually think that this does beautifully on my complexion when it comes to like a tinted moisturizer. It gives me a nice kind of filter. It gives me a decent amount of coverage, and I'm good, you know? So for me, I just don't need to bring in a tinted moisturizer. I have quite a few foundations. I'm really trying to get through those products, so I am gonna continue to pass on the foundations. Sorry about that. If you see any difference, or if you see any like seeping or whatever, I just had an allergy attack, and what can you do? I didn't even work out today because my allergies were already on 10 this morning, and it still does not matter. Okay. Good Lord. Okay, let's keep going. Persona Cosmetics has come out with 2 multi-use bronzing sticks. They're both going to be available at Ulta by this time. No, available at Ulta on the 15th of May. I think that I have 2 kind of things that I want to discuss about this. First of all, you guys know I love bronzer, so I'm like down with the idea of a bronzer stick. I'm just not convinced that this bronzer stick, the deepest one, is actually going to be deep enough for me. I'm also not convinced with the undertone. I do tend to prefer a warmer toned bronzer, and it just does not look warm, at least not on these swatches. And then lastly, that is a huge jump between the 2 shades, a huge jump, and it just doesn't seem to make sense. It's $26 for 9 grams, which is quite a bit of product, but I just don't think that like this is something that I'm gonna take the plunge to try and pick up. I'm not convinced that it's gonna work for me. Maybe if a YouTuber who already is used to Persona Cosmetics and has already tried the brand and likes the brand tries it and shows that like that deepest shade really is deep, then maybe. But until then, I'm not convinced. Morphe is also coming out with a new eyeshadow palette. It is their Desert Boutique Artistry palette. It's a 35 pan palette, guys. Like, I mean, I don't. I think the only Morphe product that I have not decluttered that I've picked up has honestly been this liquid lipstick. And it's only because of the shade. I actually like the formula. The formula isn't as bad either, but like that shade is the main reason why it's still here. If I can get a shade somewhere else, I'd probably honestly declutter this. Morphe, it's just, I mean, the color scheme is nice. I like the last 2 rows. Even the last 3 rows I think are bomb. Had they curated those last 3 rows, I probably would pick up a palette from Morphe, but they just can't get it together. They also come out with some concealers, a foundation primer. I don't need it, not gonna buy it. Charlotte Tilbury continues to show that she does not care about people of darker complexions, which I really don't understand, because she came out with the bronzer that finally works for people of my complexion, but she can't seem to come out with anything else that'll work for us. She's coming out with these instant look of love palettes, and it don't make no sense. It makes no sense at all. First of all, the 2, what does she call these? Face bronze. They're very, very small difference. Very small difference. Depth, different undertones, but the depth, it's not a huge difference. Then we got the face powders. There's no difference. I don't understand. No. Charlotte, no. Goodbye. Auntie Pat's, come here, come here. Auntie Pat's coming out with blushes. I want like 4 of them. I want from shade 5 to 8. I want them all. I want them all. It's $38 per blush. They are a like satin buildable finish. I want them. I want the blushies. She's also coming out with more stuff. She's coming out with highlighter, another quad, some more lip products to extend the ranges that she's already come out with. I want the blushes. I don't know how many I'm gonna swing. None of this is in my makeup budget. None of this is in my budget, period. But I gotta find a way. If you got a will, you got a way. Okay, so we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I might need to do something on the side. I want 4 or 5 of these blushes. So I don't really have anything to say. I want Electric Boom. I don't want Love Struck. I want Electric Boom, Paradise, Cherish, and Divine Rose. Those are the 4 that I want. I probably low-key would never really use Divine Rose, so I probably won't pick that one up. And I probably really wouldn't use, but I might use that neutral pink, and that would be unique. Okay, I want you neutral. I want the Cherish, Paradise, Venus, and Electric Bloom. I've already signed up for her pre-launch insider whatever. I don't know what I signed up for, but I signed up for it. So hopefully I'll get the email and I will be able to pick them up. I want those 3 blushes. I'm so excited. This will be the first powder blushes that I picked up this year. And that shows. It shows that although I like powder blushes, I don't use them as much anymore. I'm really checking for these cream blushes, but these just look so beautiful. I have to try them. I have to try them. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. So iHeart Revolution has come out with another collaboration with Disney, and it is The Little Mermaid. We have an eyeshadow palette, highlighters, lip toppers. It's all mess. It is all mess. It's just mess. Okay, I don't need it, don't want it, not gonna buy it. Thank you, Kimberly Clark. Fenty is also coming out with a whipped oil body cream. So this is supposed to be a whipped oil body cream loaded with tropical oils, butters, and extracts to revel in the long-lasting, hydrating, and non-sticky gleam. It costs $35 and you can get a refill. I'm sorry, it costs $39 and you can get a refill for $35. I enjoy the fact that she's doing that and that you're not going to be wasting as much plastic and all of that because you can get a refill. It's shea butter, mango butter, and glycerin. Those are some 3 really good products, both for your skin and your hair. I'm starting to get up on my hair products and stuff. It's going to be available at Sephora on May 5th. The thing is, right, I don't use lotion. I don't use body cream. I don't. I'm trying to do better. I really am. And so because of that, I'm going to stick with the one lotion that I've had here for an obscene amount of years. And then when I finally finish it, I might try this. I do find that I do enjoy body creams, not body butters though. So it'd be interesting to see if I would enjoy this because it does have some butters in there, but maybe it'll go on more like a cream and I'll enjoy it. Who knows? But yeah, it's interesting. Fenty has also come out with Bright Fix eye brighteners. Basically, what she did is she put concealers and correctors together, from what I can tell. So it's an instant brightening and blurring, sheer to buildable coverage, lightweight with Hydro Blend, a complex of hydrating ingredients such as sodium hydrogenate that helps to attract and hold moisture to the skin. It seems interesting. So this is going to be available on Sephora on the 7th. I actually might pick this up. And I say that because I am now trying to finesse combining two concealers that actually don't work for me. So I am trying to finesse these two concealers together to actually get a concealer. And if I can find a concealer, like I would probably get the almond butter. That would probably be the one that I would like. But let me see what almond butter. It's so neutral for medium to deep skin tones. I would probably pick that up and try it. I would also just want to see more from people who actually pick this up first. So I'm not going to rush to get this. I still have products that are working, but I am intrigued by that, and I will probably pick it up. I'm not going to hold you up unless there's like terrible reviews. Local Lash Co. is coming out with another collection, and they've sneak peeked one of the products in that collection, and it is the Little Locaz collection, I believe. And it's a blush palette, and these blushes look beautiful. Beautiful tones, beautiful shades. I like that there is diversity in this blush palette. Even the two highlighters, they look beautiful as well. It should already be available. No, it's coming available May 21st. The only reason I wouldn't pick this up is that those blushes look to be matte, and I just don't need any matte blushes. I have quite a few. If I want a matte blush, honestly, I'm gonna reach for my NARS or my Juvia's Place blushes, so I don't need to bring any more into my collection. But I thought it was a really nice palette, and had I not had such a big collection, I probably would pick that up. So this is something that I don't remember talking about, so I wanted to talk about it. Beauty Bakery has single blushes and bronzers. Did I talk about these? I don't really know, but they are available at Target. So I am intrigued. I need to actually make an order from Target. I'm going to be picking up some spring type shirts and some summer type shirts, only two. I just want to get just a couple more shirts, just continue to curate my clothing collection, and I might throw one of these in. I'm intrigued, very, very intrigued. And since I don't remember talking about it, I did just want to talk about it. It looks like these are the bronzers that they're displaying, and I do have Beauty Bakery's bronzer palette. Let me go get it. So I do have their bronzer palette, and I do enjoy this palette, but you know, I always want to see what is new in the bronzer world. We got a couple more cream blush releases. Bite Beauty is showing that they're coming out with the cream whipped blush, and it is in their Daycation collection. It's supposed to be a clean, long wearing creamy blush that gives you a healthy and natural looking finish with a luminous glow. They have 4 shades: pink pearl, luminous warm bronze, glowing peach, and radiant berry. Oh, those were the descriptions, not the I just gave you guys the descriptions, not the names. Either way, I'm not intrigued by any of the shades, so I'm gonna do an easy pass on this. And while we're talking about cream blushes, let me just go ahead and talk about the other collection that is coming out with cream blushes, and this is from KVD Beauty. I don't remember what their name is. Anyways, they are coming out with looks to be 4 cream blushes, $26 each, and they're supposed to apply beautifully. They're also apparently coming out with cream bronzers as well in other products. This is a liquid to gel product, and it's supposed to give you a natural finish. I am intrigued. I'm very intrigued. These are some beautiful, beautiful shades, and I'm just overall intrigued. I probably will pick up at least 1 or 2 of those up and try them out. I'm really enjoying cream blushes almost every day I have some form of cream blush on, whether it's just the cream blush by itself or a cream blush built with on top of it a powder blush. I really enjoy cream products. I even have a cream highlighter on, and I do not like cream highlighters like that, but I am just really enjoying building my base with creams and then putting on a lot lighter amounts of powders on top. I just feel like it lets my base be a lot more luminous and just seamless. So yeah, long story short, very excited about the KVD one, not so excited about the Bite Beauty one. I also just want to talk about this expensive collection. I won't be picking anything up, but let's just talk about it. This is from Chantecaille. I actually have a blush from Chantecaille, funny enough. When I thought I had money, and I was stressed from grad school, but they're coming out with their blurring powder, which is $84. They have 2 different shades, light to medium and medium to deep. They're also coming out with a blush in rosé and a lip product. I will say I'm happy that they came out with 2 different shades for their blur powder, because if I'm remember correctly, they only had 1 shade previously. Everything else, it looks cute. I would pick it up, but I don't have the money, so I'm not gonna force myself to. I'm gonna just keep pushing on. Silva Beauty is coming out with some more of their hydro liners. I do have like 2 or 3 of their hydro liners, and I think they're a really good product. I really like them. I really like the color schemes of these things. But I'm finding that, to be honest, I can't be bothered to get the cake liner, put water on, and then create my liner. I just can't be bothered to do something like that. Whereas I feel like I'm more likely to reach for my color fixes right now and do whatever liner or something like that. So for right now, in this current juncture in my life, these are not something that I'm gonna pick up. But like I said, I love the color schemes. I like the combinations. I think you can get some really interesting colors using the duos. I like the idea of it. I like everything. It's just not something that I know I'm going to get use out of right now, so I'm not going to press it. Lunar Beauty is coming out with new products, and he's coming out with 2 new sponges, $10 each. I actually like this. I've enjoyed everything that I've picked up from Lunar Beauty. There's not been a product that I have not enjoyed. I am down to 1 sponge as well, and they're only $10 each, which is not bad at all. I would be intrigued to see if these are going to come to Sephora. Because if they are, I'd probably pick them up. I'm not pressed to pick up Lunar Beauty's $10 sponges, but when I'm thinking about it, right, so this is my sponge that I'm using right now, is from e.l.f. I did use it today, so that's why you see stuff on it. And I want to say this is like $10 itself, so that's a really nice price. But I also could just go to Ulta and get my e.l.f. sponges and get my points. So you know where I'm at. Like, that's just where I'm at right now. I would love to try it, but I'm not pressed. I'm not pressed at all. Sol de Janeiro is coming out with a dry shampoo and a deodorant, which I kind of pegged looking at the like pictures previously when they had it like blurred out. So this is aluminum free deodorant, which is actually really nice. I do use an aluminum free deodorant and a natural like scent deodorant. I wouldn't be opposed to trying this scent. Honestly, I keep forgetting to figure out where I had a sample of like their body butter or something, and I never used it. I never tried it, so I don't even know what any of this stuff smells like. And I never bought a product from the brand ever. Who knows? Maybe I'll find the sample somewhere and I'll try it and I'll like it and I want to try the deodorant. It would be nice to get some points for my deodorant. Let's be serious. But also, like, I would need this to actually do something. I don't want it to just smell good. I need you to deodorize my armpits, okay? So I don't really know. Dry shampoo, I've never used dry shampoo. I don't really know if that even works on my hair, like, at all. I'm still just getting used to my hair. This is the first time I've ever done a wash and go like this. So, you know, we're trying new things. We're trying new things. I'm not opposed to trying these products, but I know I'm not going to get them right now. Danessa Myricks. Okay, let me get my other one. So these are my two Colorfix products from Danessa Myricks. I have them in Carrot Top and Rustic. I love these shades. These have become my favorite cream blush products. Favorite. I love them. They go onto my skin so beautifully, and it goes onto matte. It dries out matte. It's a beautiful finish, beautiful product. And Danessa has come out with some more shades. So she's come out with 6 new shades, and these are all in her foil range. I've not tried her foil range, but honestly, based on that, I'm okay. And the shade Fantasy, right, it looks to be a duochrome, and I think like I would enjoy it. I don't think I'm gonna pick any up, and I say that because I feel like I wouldn't get amount of use out of them. I am getting quite a bit of use out of my Melt Cosmetics, what is this, Golden Hour blush lighter. I'm getting a lot of use out of this right now as a cream highlighter. So I think I'm gonna stick with that, but I'm just very excited for Danessa to continue extending her range. I have been checking for, she has a yellow in the matte finish, and I think I'm gonna pick that up. I would love to have a yellow blush. I have done a yellow blush in the past, and hi. So let me throw on a gloss real quick, one time for the one time, and then I'll explain why your girl is here, because honestly I can't even fathom it myself. Oh child, we gotta touch up the powder too. This is steep. Okay, all right. Hey, so hey girl, hey. As Reese's Dead would say. So apparently I made the most novice mistake ever and did not realize that my camera stopped recording. So I was in the middle of explaining that I really, although I'm intrigued by the Danessa Myricks foil color fixes, I am probably gonna stick with the matte ones just because I find that I prefer a cream pot when it comes to highlighters so far, and I prefer a liquid formulation when it comes to cream blush so far. So I also went ahead and was going on a really small tangent, if you will, talking about how I'm intrigued to get Danessa Myricks' primary yellow cream color fix, because I wanted to try using that as a cream blush, because I actually really do enjoy having a yellow blush. So that was that. I don't have too many more products left, but apparently I lost the footage. I don't know. So let's keep going. Playing in Makeup by Yolando. Sis, okay, so Playing in Makeup by Yolando, she is launching a glitter obsession palette, and what I appreciate about this palette is that she took any and every glitter that she may have wanted to put in other palettes and put it in this one palette. So she's getting the best of both worlds. For those people who really enjoy glitters, they can pick this palette up from one of their brands that they either love or hate or whatever, and then you also get those people who don't like glitters get to still try out the brand. For me, the closest your girl is gonna get to glitter is this palette right here, and it is from Fenty Beauty, and it is their Galaxy palette. This is like 10 years old. It's like one of their first eyeshadow palettes that they released, their first holiday. I still enjoy this palette. I actually have this shade on, can you see? This shade on my inner corner and beginning of my lid today. I really enjoy it, and yeah, for me, I don't like glitters, but that is as close as your girl is going to get. Okay, 2 more products left to talk about. Too Faced is relaunching their heart-shaped blushes. I made the mistake of thinking that this was something that I should pick up within like the first year of me really being into makeup. These don't work on my complexion. They look like ash. Doesn't look like they have decided to deepen up any of the shades in this range. I specifically picked up the orangey toned one. I thought it was really pretty. Why am I not on the side? I thought that blush was really pretty. It wasn't on my complexion. So I am going to pass. I'm pretty sure I still have that bloody blush in my declutter bin because none of my friends will take it from me. So yeah, the last thing I want to talk about, I actually already picked up, and I'm very, very happy to talk about this. Juvia's Place is coming out with their bronze collection where they have another 6-pan eyeshadow palette. I'm actually enjoying the fact that Juvia's Place is curating their collections and their eyeshadow palettes quite heavily. I really enjoy these 6-pan eyeshadow palettes. I know I don't theoretically tend to get a lot of use out of them, but I still enjoy it. I enjoy the aesthetic. I enjoy the vibe that they are coming off with these palettes. They also came out with bronzer duos, and they came out with lip glosses both in the full size and in a mini size. Now, out of all of that, what do you think I picked up? Child, I picked up a bronzer duo, and I only picked up one. I was good, because this definitely pushed me over my makeup budget for the month of April, but I had to. I had to. They did a like premiere launch or something, I don't really know, but they had limited quantities of this like premiere launch. I decided to pick up the shade that I thought definitively would work for me, and I picked up the second to darkest shade. She's right here. I'm excited. I'm so excited. So what I will be doing is finishing up the testing of my Tower 28 bronzer that I have on today, and then I will be hopping into this bronzer, and then I will finally be doing my bronzer week. Hopefully I'll be able to get it up in the month of May. But that is all I had to say today. Please check out down below. I have all of the normal links, but I also am going to have some information about helping India with the effects that COVID-19 has been having on the country. They are now going through their second major wave, and the country is unfortunately not doing well. So I'm gonna have information down below in case you would like to learn more, and then also in case you would like to donate towards that. I also have all of my typical stuff about Black Lives Matters. All of that stuff is down below. Please be informed about what is going on in the world. The world is really going through a lot right now, and I think we all just need to come together, be friends, and live in harmony. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, y'all, I will see you in my next video, which should be coming up on Wednesday. I'm actually really excited about this video, and I hope you guys are excited about it as well, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.